What's up, guys? This is Alex here from 814EDC. I hope you guys are having a really good day so far, and I appreciate you stopping back in to check out this video. Today I'm ready to do my full review on the Microtech UTX-85 in the Bounty Hunter edition. This knife is on loan from Kevin over at LeftyEDC, so again, big shout out to Kevin. I say that in like every video, but Kevin's just a really good dude. He's one of probably my better friends in the knife community at this point. He's been nothing but helpful and supportive of me starting my channel and stuff like that. So I'll link to him down below. Go check him out. He's a really good dude. Him, Jake over at Bearded Gear, and Kyle over at D2M Knives and Gear are just kind of the three guys that I look up to in the community, and they're just all really good dudes. So thank you, Kevin, for sending these to me. I'm kind of deeming today as get Kevin's knives reviewed so I can send them back to him today, because you're probably going to see me wearing the same outfit over like the next 4 videos, just because I'm trying to get them all reviewed. I've had them for about 2 weeks now. The Spectacle Bombshell, which should be my last video that I put up, and the Microtech Malibu is my last one to do. So you should see that one after this one. But I've had them for about 2 weeks, and I've carried them pretty frequently. Like, I would rotate them in these 3 knives, sometimes in and out of the pocket, multiple times in a day. Like, I would go to class, I'd throw the Bombshell in my pocket, walk to class, come back for a couple hours, and then have another class, and I'd put like the Malibu in my pocket, and then come back and then sit and watch like Netflix or Hulu or play PlayStation and just fidget with the UTX-85. So I fidgeted with them a lot, and I've used them a little bit. I haven't done anything crazy with them because they're not my knives. I've opened a few packages with each knife, and I've cut some paper with each knife, and they've all done really well. But I haven't done anything super crazy or like hard use with them. So, and I wouldn't say they're really hard use knives to begin with. They're very capable of EDCing for EDC purposes. So that's kind of what I did with them. So back to this knife, I'm gonna quit rambling. Like I said, this is the Microtech UTX-85 in the Bounty Hunter edition, which is amazing. It's just an awesome design of the knife and awesome specs. So some materials, this is an aluminum Microtech, just their aluminum housing, but it has this really cool apocalyptic like distressed pattern on it. It's really cool. The pocket clip, which it is set up for left-hand users because Kevin's a lefty, obviously. And when he sent it to me, I'm at college, and the one way to do it without using a tool is to use like a drill, because it has the 3 prongs. I don't have a drill at school, so I just left it on there. I didn't want to mess with it and stuff like that. And really, it's okay to carry. I mean, the only thing that's different is the actuator's on like the opposite side, so you have to pull it out of your pocket and turn it. But I got used to it. No big deal. But so the pocket clip is relatively deep carry. It's cool because it has like a mythosaur on it, which is like a bounty hunter, Mandalorian type of thing from Star Wars. So I think that's a really cool touch to it. One thing I don't like about the pocket clip is the glass breaker, which is a gripe that I see a lot of people having with it. I don't really understand why they can't either just stop producing them or have a mod that allows you to have put like a screw in there or something like that, so it's more flush. I just don't foresee myself ever really using this. So, and then if you can see up on here real close, it says BH for Bounty Hunter, and it was made of January of 2020. I don't know if you guys can catch that from the light. You might be able to, but yeah, well, Kevin, he messaged me and we were talking, and he told me that he would send me some knives. I sent him a picture of my collection, so he wouldn't send me anything that I already had. And I was gonna tell him, I did tell him to send me mystery knives because I kind of wanted to be surprised when I opened it up. But I did know that I was getting this because he said, are you into Star Wars? And I was like, dude, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Love Star Wars. I always had since I was a kid. So I knew I was getting this one, and I was pretty stoked for it. It's my first my first Microtech, first OTF that I've ever experienced. So it's a pretty special one to be able to, be my first one. I've really liked it a lot. I'm gonna be kind of bummed to send it back to Kevin just because it's so fun to sit and just fidget with. Yeah, I really enjoyed carrying it. Something else that I didn't mention for design is it has a it's like Boba Fett's like backpack rocket launcher type thing back here, which is really cool. I just like the overall, like the steps that they took to produce this knife, and like the thought processes that they did to to add these little details. It's really cool. And it's also kind of cool because each knife I feel like isn't the same one. Like each one's gonna have its own like different distressed pattern, so it's kind of like your own knife, which is really cool and rad. For blade shape, we have a nice Tanto blade shape, and the fullers are coated black, which is kind of a nice touch. I think it contrasts with the rest of the knife very well. I believe the blade material is 204P. It's usually what it's either that or M390. Those are the two kind of main ones that Microtech uses. So I think that's it for materials. I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I think that's all for materials. Unless I'm having a brain fart, but next is action, which if you ever had a Microtech, you know. It's just super nice, super smooth, super fun to sit and fidget with. There's been times where I've been up in my room and my girlfriend has been out in her room, and she's texted me or walked in and said, "Can you please quit flipping that?" Or she always says flipping because that's normally what I do with the rest of my knives. But she's like, "Can you please quit doing that?" Because I'll just sit here and I'll be watching videos on YouTube or something like that, or over on my TV, and I'll just be sitting there, and sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it just because it's so fun and it just is so easy to do. The actuator is nice and it's ramped. Has some nice jimping to it, so it's very easy to deploy and very easy to close. But yeah, action's really hard hitting. I know Kevin said, I think when he got this, it was kind of misfiring a little bit, and I knew he had a little bit of issues or trouble trying to figure out what was going on with it. But I think he realized that he put, I don't know if you can kind of see it on the blade, but he had to put like gun oil. I think it's like Hoppy's or Happy's number 9 gun oil down in here. At first I didn't know what that smell was when I first got it, but I kind of got used to the smell by now. I guess I kind of like it a little bit. It smells good to me now. But yeah, I think he had to put a bunch of gun oil down in here to keep it lubed up when it's firing back and forth. So, but I don't think it maybe has misfired on me like once in the 2 weeks that I've been using it. So, oh, my computer. I did what you told me, Kev. I downloaded the Jolt of Caffeine app that you told me about, but this is like my third video in a row, so it died off on me. But it's actually very handy to use, so thank you for telling me about that. So yeah, action's really good. It's like a typical Microtech, just no frills, deploys every time, just very, very fun. So ergos, you can see that the shape of this handle is very, neutral throughout. No real sudden drop-offs or anything like that. The pocket clip doesn't stick out too bad, but it does a little bit. It sits a little proud. And then where the pocket clip ends, it kind of shoots up. I would have liked to see that come up and then round off a little bit more. But I haven't caught anything on it, but I could see people doing that and maybe bending the clip by accident. But ergos, Kevin was either going to send me the UTX-85 or the Ultratech, but I chose this one because I like a little bit smaller knives, so I'm glad I did because I can fit 4 fingers on here very comfortably, and I don't know if I would like the Ultratech because it's a little bit bigger, so I think I did right by choosing this one. But ergos are very, very good for such a neutral knife. I mainly use it in this configuration. I think I did use it once like this when I was trying to cut open a package or something like that, but ergos are very, very good. No complaints there. Carry. Like I said, this pocket clip is relatively deep carry. Basically goes to the butt end of the knife, so it carries very well. It is a little bit longer than I would like to see a pocket clip be. I kind of nitpick about that sometimes when it's a deep carry pocket clip, but it's kind of a long, so it sticks way down, like out of your pants. I wish it was a little bit shorter. I think that would make it very, very good, but it's carried very well. I mean, it's such a slim, you know, not a very big knife at all, so it kind of just disappears in the pocket. Very easy to carry. I carry my primary in my front right pocket with my phone, and I had no problem taking my phone in and out throughout the days that I was carrying this up there. So yeah, this thing's just sweet. I've just really enjoyed. Like I said, it's my first Microtech, and it being the Microtech that I would buy, because I don't know if I would. I don't know. Microtechs are kind of expensive, and I don't really. Well, for one, OTS are illegal in Pennsylvania, which I think is stupid. I don't really know why. It's an older knife law, and I know a lot of people are they don't care about it. It's kind of getting like pushed farther and farther away, but it's still a law, and I don't really understand it. So, but they're also just kind of expensive. I know these go for like $300-ish, but which is a lot of money to spend on a knife that, you know, it's more of a fidget tool in my mind, and like a fun factor knife, because I mean, there's a little bit of blade play, which is expected with an OTF, because it's just the way their mechanisms are set up. You're always probably going to get blade play, and I think the blade design is very usable on it, but you know, they're pretty thick behind the edge. And I've heard that from other people on their review videos, that it's not the best cutter, which, like I said, I've only cut paper in a few packages open, and packages work fine because it has a nice like tip on it. You can kind of just jam it down in the packages. It's worked fine, and it's sliced paper okay, not the best, but I kind of expected that as well. So I just don't I don't really see myself buying a UTF or an OTF at the moment, maybe in the future, because I am graduating college soon and stuff like that, and then I'm going back for my master's, so I could see myself maybe, you know, treating myself to a nice knife in celebration of that, or, you know, if any of my family members or my girlfriend, hint, you know, looking for a nice knife to gift me, this would be cool. One of these would be cool. But I think if I would buy an OTF, I would pony up the money to get the Bounty Hunter, just because it's just such a cool, you know, overall aesthetic. Like I said, I really like Star Wars. It's one of my favorite, you know, genres of movies and TV shows and video games and stuff like that. So I think I would pony up the money to buy this just to have it in the collection, versus just a normal Microtech. And I do really like the UTX-85 shape, so I'd probably go for that. Nothing bigger. Although I think it's the Exo set, it's like the real small, like square or rectangle, almost like a money clip. That's kind of interesting to me, but I think I would like having. I feel like that blade shape is a little bit less useful than something like this, so I think I'd opt for this one. And I really like the Tanto. It's grown on me quite a bit. I'm not normally a Tanto guy, but I really like this one. I think it looks very, very well with the overall aesthetic. So yeah, so that's kind of my full review on it, guys. You know, like I keep saying, I've really enjoyed using it and carrying it and being able to experience it. All three knives that Kevin sent me are knives that I've never experienced before, and you know, I would consider two of them, as this one and the Bombshell are two ones that I, you know, I really didn't see myself buying or having in the collection like relatively soon. So I was very blessed to be able to, you know, kind of see what they were all about right now. And you know, this has really made me want one a little bit more, just because you know, it's such a fun fidget tool and stuff like that. And it's kind of a conversation piece too. Like I feel like if you open this up, if you pull it out and use it, people are going to kind of be like, oh, that's a pretty cool looking knife. So, but maybe in the future, you never know. I'll be sure to make a video on, like, if I do get one. But so yeah, my overall review and my final thoughts on this guy. Very fun knife, very fun to play with, very fidget fun. Excuse me. I'm starting to slur my words get to that point of the video. But yeah, I just really like this guy. I'm gonna miss it. I think it's a tie-up between missing this and the Malibu more. But the Malibu is more in my price range, and that's a knife that I wanted for a while, so I might be getting one of those. But so I'm probably gonna miss this one maybe the most, because I don't know if I'll get one soon. But yeah, guys, this has been the review of the Microtech UTX-85 in the Bounty Hunter edition. Awesome knife, fantastic piece. Again, Kev, thank you so much for letting me check this out. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that'll be all, guys. Thank you for stopping in to watch these videos. I should have my last review of Kevin's Malibu dropping tonight or tomorrow morning, I think. I'll have it. Try to figure out when that's going to happen, but then I'll get these sent back out to Kevin. So I'll quit rambling, and you guys can go watch someone else's video, because I'm sure you're probably bored of listening to me talk. But thank you so much for stopping back in. I really appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.